What is up, guys? How are my rideshare revolutionaries doing today on this lovely Friday? It got warm, huh? As I was walking out to my car this morning at like 3:50, I was just like, man, it's feeling nice out. Surprising. But unfortunately, good weather means lack of surge. Like this morning, I noticed that Chicago didn't start surging until about 7:20, maybe. This video brought to you by Smart Water. Unfortunately, I did not catch any surge this morning, and I'll get into that in a minute. One question I get a lot from drivers out of town is fuck. I'll deal with that later. One question I get from a lot of drivers who are new or from out of town is like, or coming into town, what is the best place to drive in Chicago, right? Where's the best location, and all that. And I don't really, for anyone that's been doing this for more than a month, you might understand why that's a really annoying question, because there is no best location to drive in Chicago, because maybe certain markets are different, but in Chicago, let's say I like to start in Bucktown, because I do. That's where I start my day every weekday. Do you know how small the odds are that I'm going to remain in Bucktown for more than 10 minutes? I mean, they are very small. So when you ask me where's the best place to drive in Chicago, you should rephrase that question to where's the best location to start in Chicago, not like where's the best place to drive. Because I'm going to tell you, Northside, Humboldt Park, Bucktown to the Loop, maybe a little bit of South Loop, West Loop by Fulton Market. Those are all high demand areas. But don't think for a second you're going to remain there. With this app, you can end up anywhere. You have no control over where you end up unless you cherry pick rides. If you pick someone up and they're in Wrigleyville and they're like, hey, I'm going to Rogers Park, are you going to be like, oh no, I only want to stay in Wrigley? No, I only want to stay in Lincoln Park. I only want to stay by the zoo. Like, that's not the way it works. Period. So that's why if you're planning on driving in Chicago and you think you're going to just stay in one little 3-mile radius, good luck. Let's see how long that lasts. The reason why I said that because this morning I turned the app on about 4:12, 4:13. Had a couple small trips, and then I got one trip to the airport from Logan and Logan Square, and then I picked up a couple from the airport going to St. Charles. That fucked up my whole... You know what? Some of you guys, feel free to... I'm not the kind of guy to ever turn down a ride. I don't care where that's just not professional, in my opinion. I take professionalism very seriously. You guys don't have to agree with me on this one, but if you end up wherever you're going, I'm going there too. I may not like it, but I'm doing it. So yeah, they went out to St. Charles. I got one trip after I dropped them off. I got a trip from Carroll Stream to Schaumburg, and then one trip from like I forget the name of the town, to Elk Grove. Then 40 minutes later on 90 East heading towards Chicago, I got another request. And that was a 30-minute trip. So I only made $105 this morning for 5 hours. So that's disappointing. Because the north side did start surging around like 7 something. So I think I would have did okay. So that's the first topic today is where's the best place to drive in Chicago? Where's the best place to start in Chicago? That's where you should be. Definitely that's the high demand area. You're not, if you are waiting for a trip, it's maybe because it's either slow out, but it's like, if you're going to start, start near the loop. That's especially if you're driving in the mornings, that's when you get the highest likelihood of getting an airport trip, you know, to either airport. So that's my suggestion for that. Second thing is the driving, the 10-hour limit. So we've been talking about this in the group chat a little bit. Because I have had days where I've gone over 10 hours and I didn't get cut off, right? And I was like, that's kind of strange. And then one of my members of the group chat, he posted a pay slip from last week where he had like almost 12 hours on a Friday. And I'm like, that's odd, right? But I'm like, how's this work? So today I was checking because I have two devices, as you guys know. I was checking my phone while I was dropping off the couple all the way to St. Charles, and I was already on the app for like a little bit over 2 hours at that time. But on the driving time thing on the app, which I'll show you guys if you guys haven't noticed this yet, in the account tab there will be a thing called driving time, right? So look at that. It says I have 7 hours and 16 minutes left of driving time today, right? That doesn't seem totally interesting, except for the fact that I'm already at, hold on, let me show you. For today, I'm already at 5 hours and 8 minutes on the app. So the 10-hour limit, I think you have exactly 10 hours when you're in Chicago, regardless of how many of the wait time between passengers. Like, even if you're logged on, I think this is the way it works. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Even if you're logged on, in Chicago, you just have 10 hours. Doesn't matter if you have a passenger in a car or not. I thought that's how it worked before. I thought it meant that you have 10 hours of driving time with a passenger, but I guess it's just 10 hours total, because as soon as I was on 90 East and I passed O'Hare, I noticed that timer started going down. I went from 8:21 to 7:19, right? So I think that's something that Uber might have to fix if they're trying to keep up with like Chicago transportation laws and Illinois transportation laws. They may want to take a closer look at that, because then certain people like me that will send out videos will tell drivers that, you know, you could definitely max out more than 10 hours in a day. Because guess what? According to this, I have 7 hours left. And I'm going to drive all 7 hours. Yeah. That's pretty much all I have for that. You guys, I don't know if you saw my earnings. I'm at 908 right now for the week. Today was, man, if I would have... That St. Charles trip really fucked everything up for me. Whatever. It happens. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today. We're going to see how this weekend is. Now that's nice out, that means it might be really busy, you know, for the bar crowd. So we'll see. But I'm probably going to run out of hours at like 10 o'clock. So I'm not going to really see any of it. I might be employing a new strategy next week where, because one of my group chat members, Manny, he does select or Uber Lyft Premier rides, because he has the same kind of car I do. So I might try starting. I might try starting that too, because when I drive in from Des Plaines to the city, maybe I'll keep Lyft on, and that way Lyft Premier only, because Lyft is amateur, you know that. I might try Lyft Premier only, and then get a ping for that. That pays the same way as Uber Select, and that way I could start racking up those business miles, those deductions from my house to the city, you know? So it's worth it. It's worth a shot. You know what? That's all I got for today, guys. So, like always, like, comment, share, and subscribe to join the Rideshare Revolution. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Stay safe out there.